Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. I'm Christine. I'm glad you're here. Welcome to a check-in, a long overdue check-in into Pruvit. What are our favorite Pruvit Huns doing? I have recorded a good amount of stuff, a lot of content, team calls, opportunity calls, what the Huns were posting online, and I recognized I haven't spoken about Pruvit in forever. I have content from Courtney and also from Brittany Anderson, and one piece of content really stood out to me because it said that mindset is a plant. So I was like, all right, we will check in with this. We will see what Brittany Anderson has to say about mindset and why mindset is a plant. Because mindset, in my verbiage, now that I've been doing these videos for over a year and a half, is brainwashing. So why is brainwashing like a plant? I don't quite get it, but I'm sure she will explain it to us. I'm currently preparing a lot of stuff besides YouTube and also besides a rather challenging professional life at the moment. The media industry is going through a lot of changes, so I can feel that as well. I'm also planning a staycation, which is not fully a staycation, but for me to be able to leave my home and to work a little bit different over the next couple of days. So that's what I'm working on. And then I'm also prepping together with my family for our vacation in autumn. So there's a lot happening on my end. I am not as active as I used to be when it comes to the comment section, for example. And that is one of the reasons, because there's currently simply a lot going on in my personal life where we had great news, where we had not so great news. So life at the moment is really piling on, and that is why I need to take a step back occasionally from being in the comment section, from engaging with you guys. I do hope that that will change quickly, but I would like to keep the upload schedule of 2 videos per week. And there's just a lot to organize at the moment. So as a feedback from my end, I hope that you are doing well. I hope that you're able to enjoy your summer. I typically don't take time off during the summer because it's a waste of time for me, because, you know, sun and heat. When people say, I like to go to the beach and lie at the pool, I'm like, the sun kills. Like, yeah, weirdo, shut up, we know. So does cold. But that's me. I'm really working and gearing towards having time off in autumn, but also to take a couple of days off here and there to have a longer weekend, or to switch things up with the staycation, which I'm really excited about. But yeah, there's a lot happening in my personal life and in my professional life at the moment, and that is why I need to take some step back from other things, like being in the comment section a lot and doing YouTube as intensely as I did before. But maybe you haven't even recognized this, and this was a long video and a long intro, and you're like, Christina, hello, mindset, plans. Then we will get right into this video, right? Because the plant and I, we're really excited to understand how a Pruvit Hun is going to explain to us that mindset is a plant.
Hello, my beautiful humans. Happy Tuesday. What's up? What's happening? How is everybody doing? I'm back from vacation, so we are back on our live schedule. And today we are going to chit chat about mindset, okay? I know it's late. I get it. Today was absolutely insane, but I didn't want to let another day go by without me bringing you some live coaching. It's what y'all asked for. Ask and you shall receive. So today we're going to be talking a little bit about mindset, but I want to talk to you about mindset in a different way than you are probably used to hearing about mindset. We talk, especially in the entrepreneur space, the network marketing space, direct sales space, we talk about mindset more than any other profession that I know.
Yeah, because it is something that's not measurable. Because of your success, which is not happening for a lot of people, financially speaking, in network marketing, if your success is based on actual facts and statistics and numbers, you could call out the BS in that industry. But if it is about mindset, it is easier to call other people out and to pretend, well, you're just not in the right headspace. Have you done the work? Have you told yourself you need to be positive? That is why mindset in the network marketing industry is such a big deal. And no, it's not a big deal in the entrepreneurial space, because you're not automatically an entrepreneur, a true boss babe, a true boss bro when you join a network marketing company. You're a salesperson for that company. You're not an entrepreneur yourself.
We talk about mindset over and over and over and over and over again. We talk about reading books. We talk about personal development. We talk about watching inspirational videos on YouTube. We talk about podcasts. We talk about personal development and mindset day in, day out, over and over and over and over and over. So then how can people possibly be in this space for years and years and years and still have a crappy mindset? Well, I'm going to tell you today, because what is happening with mindset is we are talking about the surface of mindset. We're not going below the surface and really digging deep into mindset. So we're going to do that today, and I brought along one of my plant friends to be a perfect visual example for you as we talk about mindset.
Yeah, poor plant. So we have the surface layer of mindset, but now we also have the deeper layer of mindset. The Instagram live was also titled, "Your Mindset is a Plant. Let's dig below the surface." So you can also shame people because they just covered the surface of their mindset, but they're not digging deeper. That could also potentially be very dangerous. If people talk about mindset and you just listen to this to be inspired to be more positive or to be able to achieve your goals, I don't see anything wrong with that. But digging deeper is hopefully not something that is venturing into the therapeutical world, where people break down and they need to be picked up and you need to get actual professional advice on some very, very severe topics. So I hope that's not the route we're going, because this person has no professional understanding of psychology and of the therapeutical world. So let's hope that's not the route she's going.
So if y'all could do me a favor, if y'all are catching me live, drop that word live in the comments below. If y'all are catching that replay, go ahead and drop below that hashtag replay. If you are new here, go ahead and drop that word new in the comments below. And as always, guys, feel free to share. I'm going to do my very best to keep this short and sweet and be off of here by 10 p.m. Central Standard Time.
And if you're a plant, please comment a plant emoji. Thank you. Just for the algorithm. Do it for exposure.
Okay, so this is your visual representation of your mindset. Okay, look at all of these beautiful leaves. There's new shoots, there's growth, there's a beautiful color. So when I'm looking at this plant, I'm thinking about my mindset 2 to 3 to 4 years ago. There is so much growth in the last 2, 3, 4 years, okay? If you have experienced mindset growth in the last, let's say the last year, will you drop me a yes in the comments below, okay? Because I know some of y'all out there growing, but you're like, I just want to take my growth to the next level.
What does mindset growth mean? We're not working with a lot of specifics here, as I think is typical in the mindset MLM world, but it's not specific. What is mindset growth? Explanations, please. Also, my plant is bigger than hers. Just saying. Does that mean that my mindset is better? Definitely not when it comes to network marketing companies, but mine is about 5 times the size of her plant. Or her mindset is better. Yeah, it's better.
I want my mindset to be like unshakable. Brittany, tell me how to make my mindset unshakable, okay? Well, I can't promise you that in a 10-minute live, but we are going to go below the surface to really open up your mindset to a brand new perspective, okay? So your mindset is like a plant. Things like positive thinking, listening to podcasts, listening to Facebook Lives, listening to Instagram Lives, okay? Reading books, manifesting, writing down your goals. Those things are like the rain and sunshine to your mindset. They are very much needed. You need to read the books. You need to listen to the podcast. You need to stuff your brain full of positive mindset things. Rain or water, if it's an inside plant, okay? Water and sunshine are needed for growth. So things like positive thinking and manifestation and setting your goals and listening to podcasts and reading personal development books, those are all needed. But they can only take you so far if your soil is infested or your roots are rotting. You can have all of the perfect, beautiful sunshine you could possibly imagine. You can have beautiful goals and be reading all of the right books and listening to all of the right podcasts, baby. But if your soil is infested, you can only grow so far. If your roots are rotting below the surface, all of this will look good for a while. You ever feel like you have this big old mindset growth and then all of a sudden you spiral and you go into self-doubt and self-sabotage and you start going back to your old habits? That's because it's time to check out the soil.
So if you're not growing, or if you're critiquing network marketing because network marketing companies at the moment in 2024 are struggling heavily for outside reasons, not because of your mindset, then that is your problem, because your mindset is off. You've done everything your upline told you. You've done everything she told you, but now it is time to look at your soil because you're rotting and your roots are rotting. I mean, you cannot make this up. We're good, by the way. The plant is healthy. The roots are fine. There's nothing rotting. So yet again, we're better. We're doing better, right? You're better than this meager little plant. Good job. That is wild. Just another way to shame your downline, to shame the people who say, you know what, this might not be for me. I'm not making the money I used to make because a lot of people are leaving this company or they're leaving network marketing altogether. But it's an issue because you listened to the podcasts, you showed up at all of the team meetings, but your soil is still rotten. And now we need to take a look at your soil on a 13-minute Instagram live where we're digging deeper.
Drop the word soil in the comments below. Okay? Because when we dig below the surface, we find new things. We find new gaps. We find new bugs. We find new rotting. We find new things. And it's like, wait a minute. I thought I did all of this work on my mindset. I thought I was growing so much. I thought I was headed in the right direction. You are. You're growing so much. You are headed in the right direction. You're doing the right things. You're moving yourself forward. We just need to take a pause and get our soil right.
Because you will never reach the end goal in network marketing because you consistently need to work on your mindset. I also moved a little bit closer to the plant because I'd rather be sitting closer to my plant than that pitch about mindset and about soil. She's also not a gardener, is she? Anyway.
Okay? And the examples that I want to give you for getting your soil right is going to be knowing the difference between facts versus stories. Okay? And I know in the network marketing profession they say facts tell and stories sell, okay? That's not what we're talking about here. I'm talking about mindset, facts versus stories. Okay? If you have ever had somebody interested in your product, they're like, give me all the details. I want to know everything. You give them all the details, all the resources. You have a great conversation and a great connection. They ask you for the prices. You send over the pricing options, and then boom, they're a ghost. If you have ever been ghosted in your inbox when it comes to your business, drop me a ghost emoji in the comments below. Okay? And if you don't drop a ghost emoji in the comments below, you're either not listening or you're not in business online, because every single person, including 6-figure, 7-figure, and 8-figure earners, have all been ghosted 1, 2, or 10,000 times.
Drop a ghost emoji or a fart emoji. In German we say in die hohle Hand gepoopt, which pretty much means somebody pooped into your, well, not pooped, but somebody farted into your fist, which is a little bit stinky, a little bit uncomfortable, but it also evaporates rather quickly. You put a lot of work into something and it turned into nothing. That's what I'm getting here. Because yeah, I think most people who have these inspirational speeches about Pruvit or any other network marketing companies probably have experienced that they're pitching something and then the ridiculous prices ruin it for the people who might want to take a look at the product. Because Pruvit ketones are pricey. For what? For bad breath? Salty poop? That's allegedly what ketones, exogenous ketones, can do as well, that you have bad breath. I have multiple videos about Pruvit, and that was one of the side effects. Not saying that everybody using Pruvit has bad breath, but that could be a side effect of the exogenous ketones. Yep, drop a poop emoji in the comments, but I guess it doesn't look as good as the ghost emoji. Can you imagine if somebody really did a real call and they actually ask you for connectivity reasons to drop the worst emojis in the comment section? I would laugh my ass off. I would be that person. I would never join an MLM, but I would be the one. Drop a this emoji, drop a that emoji, and people like, bitch, you're really highly unprofessional. Yeah, but that's the industry I'm working in, so just drop any emoji because I need to connect with you. Thank you.
Okay? That is part of human behavior. Okay? People, the way that we react in situations all goes back to our childhood circumstances. When you get upset, do you yell and scream and throw a fit or go crazy? Or Do you seclude yourself and you get quiet and you give people the silent treatment and you don't want to talk at all? However you react to conflict is all based on your childhood experiences.
Excuse me? Absolutely not. If you were truly a professional salesperson, whatever your childhood experience is, shouldn't go into a sales pitch that doesn't end in you closing a customer. That is what truly sales professionals would do. Their childhood experience or their childhood trauma doesn't play into their job life, doesn't play into their sales pitches. But I guess that's what you have to lead with in network marketing. That's concerning.
This is where our subconscious stories come from. And that is the below the surface. That is in the soil of our mindset. Okay? So if you ever message someone...
I'm getting distracted here so much. The plastic cup that her plant in is also not a great representation. Let me show you. My plant is not only bigger, but it also has a truly luxurious cup. A tone top? Yeah, I'm still here, don't worry. This is my plant. I cannot even show you how glorious she is. And once a year, she loses all of her leaves. And then I'm like, okay, we're dying this time, but we're not dying. Okay? This is what mindset looks like. And there are no bugs, and the soil is great. And she's thriving. And she has been with me in Berlin, moving to Munich, moving back to Berlin, moving back to Munich, and now moving back to Berlin, hopefully forever. So, good job. That is mindset. And not in a plastic cup. So, suck it. Oh no. I need to move her more into the picture because it's about mindset and plants. Sorry, I will try to not interrupt this too many times, but this is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous.
So if you ever message someone your pricing script and you've been ghosted, what is the first negative story that comes to your mind? What is that negative saying that happens over and over again? Okay, maybe your story is, I was annoying. I told them too much. I came at them too hard. I overwhelmed them with information. It's too expensive. They can't afford it. They're going to go buy from someone else. They don't like me. They don't want to be friends. They're going to go buy from Amazon, or they're going to go try to find my product elsewhere. Like, what is that negative story that you're like, man, what did I do wrong? How did I mess it up again? What could I have done differently? Okay? That first negative story that happens in your mind when something in your business does not go according to plan, that is your story. Okay? Our childhood stories are like home base. You know when you played tag as a kid and you were like running and running and running and running and your only goal was to get to the tree so you could put your hand on base and take a breather because they can't tag you when your hand's on base? Those old subconscious childhood stories are your home base.
And this shows that this is not a truly professional training. If you ever had training from your job, if you ever had truly professional sales training, you wouldn't dip into people's childhood experiences and traumas. You could advise people on the actual training they received on how to do better. Take note, this is a good example why this pitch didn't work out, why you were not able to close a customer. And this is how you can do it better next time. No professional place would try to dive into your childhood trauma.
When things start getting a little wonky, or they aren't going your way, or you start to get uncomfortable, you run back to those old stories because it's what makes you feel safe. And I don't mean that your childhood was safe. I just mean you have been using that identity and those stories to protect yourself for a very long time. Which is why even when you're doing all the right things and you're reaching out and you're posting content and you're making connections and you're providing value and you're being authentic and you're doing all the things, you're still not getting the results that you want. Is because you're running back to those old subconscious stories as soon as something gets a little bit bumpy. If you are tracking here with me, drop me a yes in the comments below.
No, because you also might have received bogus training like this, where your upline is on an Instagram live with a plant in the picture trying to tell you that you need to dip into your childhood trauma because your soil is rotten, although your plant is good.
Okay, so what I want us to do when we are in these situations where things don't feel like they're going according to plan, I don't want us to self-sabotage. I don't want us to quit. I don't want us to walk away. I don't want us to fall into this black hole of old stories. I want us to take a step back and separate the facts from the stories. Okay?
This entire thing was stories. I'm still waiting for the facts and also for her credentials as a licensed therapist to dive into people's childhood traumas, experiences, and how she's connecting that to sales. Not professional Brittany, not at all. I will have to stop stopping this every other second. Apologies.
What I mean by this is, let's go back to the ghosting scenario. You messaged them, you gave them the information, they didn't respond, and then boom, you go into your negative story, whatever it is. It's different for everybody, but everybody has one. No matter how personally developed you are, there is still that negative story that tries to creep in. You just start addressing it and realizing it faster. Okay, so let's go back to the ghosted scenario. The facts of that scenario, we're gonna put the stories back here. The facts of that scenario are, I messaged them, I gave them the information they asked for, they read the message, they did not respond. Those are the facts of the situation. The stories that we like to tell ourselves and make decisions off of are things like, they don't like me, they think it's too expensive, I overwhelmed them, I annoyed them, I wasn't cut out for this, I'm not good at this, I knew they wouldn't like me, I knew she wasn't going to buy anyways, I knew I was going to mess it up, whatever those stories are. Okay? So what I want us to do going forward with our mindset is to start recognizing these moments. Start recognizing the self-doubt just a little bit faster. Kind of stop ourselves when we start this self-sabotage cycle, okay? Some really good signs that you're about to self-sabotage is when you stop doing things that you know work for you and your business.
That is not horrible advice, I would say. In this case, she's actually stating facts. This is what the pitch was like. Didn't work out. A lot of the other things are probably stories I do make up in my mind, but it's also a way to allow people in this industry, in Pruvit, potentially in her downline on this training, to stop questioning their motives, why this might not be for them. You're not closing people, you're not selling products, you're not recruiting anyone. It is worth questioning why, and not because of your mindset, but because of factually watching the industry in 2024 and why so many people are leaving the industry, why many people are not interested in purchasing MLM products. But if you question yourself and your plant and your plant's root and your plant's soil, if you question yourself, you need to work on yourself first, and then you might be able to be successful. It's just another tool to keep people in the network marketing industry for longer, because every week, every month, every product that you purchase is worth it for your upline. That's what this is all about. The top people are feeling it as well. A lot of people are jumping ship. They're leaving MLMs altogether and they start to do coaching. Lots of MLMs are shutting down currently their MLM business model and they're doing actual affiliate marketing. Lots of people are leaving this industry altogether or are going to other companies, hoping to take as many people from their downline with them as possible, because hopefully the grass is greener, speak in these terms, on the other side, in the other MLM, when in the end it's just the very, very same stupid business model where most people will fail. This is just another tool to convince people to stop critical thinking.
If you know that going live builds your business, builds connection, and it works really well for your business, and you stop doing it, you're probably living in the stories instead of making decisions off of the facts that are happening in your business. So going forward, I want us to recognize when we're going through this, where we're shifting from functioning on facts to starting to swim in our stories. Okay? So we have to be able to separate the two. We've got facts over here, we've got feelings over here. Okay, feelings are something that's going to be more of a long-term thing to work through it. Why do I keep going back to this? Why is this story so loud in my mind? Why every time something doesn't go perfect does this story come up for me? Okay, that's probably going to be a conversation for you and your therapist. That's not something I can solve here in the next 60 seconds. Okay, but you can have the awareness to switch back to the facts. The facts are simple. I messaged them, I answered their question, they read the message, they did not respond. Those are the facts. How do I want to proceed forward? Okay, we're just going to hide away the stories and we're going to focus on the facts. We are going to use facts in our business going forward to make decisions on our consistency and our discipline and the way we show up and the actions that we are going to take. Because here's the thing. If we start functioning in our business off of stories, you will absolutely stop taking actions that work for your business.
But the entire network marketing industry is built on fiction, on stories, and on people telling how successful they are and why you can be just as successful, because it's not an industry based on facts. If it were, and people were to actually look at the income disclosure statements, all of the available statistics where most people in network marketing, according to the FTC, don't make money, then we wouldn't have this entire industry. So it's highly ironic. Let's base network marketing industry and the success on facts. Most people would be out of the door. The industry is based on the hopes and on the wishes, because some people say, no, you can do it. You have no experience, no sales experience. I can teach you everything. But apparently you can't. And why are people continuing this charade? Because they might have an upline who is yelling at them on their Instagram Live while presenting their mindset like a plant that they need to sell more and they need to recruit more. And while this was a very, very emotional pitch, very likely to get the people into the company because don't they want to better their lives, now you need to cut that out of your life and you need to work with facts in an industry that is not based on facts. Ooh, this is whiplash.
Without a doubt. And if we're taking no action, we get no results. Therefore, all we did was prove ourselves right with our stories. When we have these stories in our mind, we work really, really hard to make them true. So if you're telling yourself, I'm not good enough, I'm not cut out for this, I'm never going to win at doing this, I'm never going to have a successful business, I'm telling you now, you will never have a successful business. You cannot do this. You will not win with this, with a mindset like that, because even if it's subconscious, your mind will go after that to make it true. Your mind will cross bridges of fire to make that true, because that's all your mind knows how to do. It knows how to hear something and go after it to make it true. Which is why being able to separate the facts from the stories is going to be so incredibly empowering in your business. Okay, that's what I wanted to share with y'all. I hope you guys enjoyed my little plant visitor. Okay, I love you guys so much. I appreciate you. If y'all got some value from this, do me a favor, drop a 10 in the comments below and tag a friend or two. I'm going to save the replay so you can go back and watch it at any time. I love y'all. I appreciate you. My name is Brittany Anderson. Y'all can also call me #BABossBabe. Signing off, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye, guys.
Thank you, Brittany. And the meager little plant, I showed you my big plant. My big, healthy plant with the strong roots and the healthy soil. You make out of that what you want, and I will share it to more than 10 people, so you're welcome. Not in the way that you might want to, but that was interesting. Isn't it interesting with how much bogus shit, pardon my language, MLMers have to come up with to make these lives, these calls, these inspirational trainings still interesting for their downline and for their following years into this? It is absolutely ridiculous. And the plant is way too close yet again. But that's okay, because you're glorious and you're a representation of my mindset, which is bigger than hers. What are your thoughts about this? How big is your plant? I would like to know that. If you have a garden, how big are your trees? I also have a garden with lots of trees. They're huge. Just saying. Mindset can be absolutely wonderful to have a positive attitude towards the things that come at you in your life. But if it is being used as a tool to keep people in the company when they receive no, don't want to use the products, no, don't want the business opportunity, then that is absolutely manipulative and predatory. And the industry of network marketing sucks when people need to use tools like this to shame their downline, because it's always their fault. If things don't work out, it's because of you. And because your plant is rotten, apparently. I mean, Poison Ivy would disagree, but we're not talking about the Batman movies. If you like these type of weird videos and mindset pitches, then please like this video, subscribe if you like these types of videos, comment if you want to comment something, share the videos. That always helps the channel out a lot. And if you like these types of videos with or without plans, I mean, we will be back. Then hopefully I will see you in my next one. Until then, cheers!